Hey folks, so as you know, SD Gundam is ending either this week or next week, whenever I get around to recording it. Basically there's the final secret mission left, which should be a bunch of laughs. I played a little bit of it and it's annoying. And then there's 3 Haru missions left, but I believe I recorded the first 2 already and kind of got bored out of the third one because defend the point missions suck. So yeah, those will be going up eventually whenever, whenever I actually finish them. But um that leaves like a massive hole in my scheduling cuz right now I'm basically doing 2 games. I'm doing this and Super Robot Wars. Whereas Super Robot Wars, I'm looking at like another 60 episodes or so. So that's not ending anytime soon. Even if I do get the 4 weeks 4 a week I was planning on, that's still like 15 weeks. Like 4 months. Yeah, more or less. But yeah, so that's not going anywhere, but I have 2 whole slots in my schedule, maybe even 3, depending on how I feel about playing games and if I want to actually record for Sunday or not. Usually I don't, though. But yeah, so I've been thinking about it, and I'm going to be bringing Ghiren's Greed back. I want to at least finish Caecilia's campaign, maybe get some more of the 1 Year War done, but to be honest, the point in the 1 Year War, like, we're about to get to the point where you know enough to just figure it out yourself and, just keep killing the Federation until they get mobile suits and then figure it out. It's not hard. But I'll play some more of that, and I want to get Caecilia's done, and I've been considering streaming either Garma's or Temray's faction. I know everyone wants me to play Temray's faction, but that one's just boring, because you literally have to turtle for a while because you're so far behind. Like, anything you could fight the enemy has would completely wreck you. Unless they're using lasers, then Big Zom's the answer. But usually they get smart and don't. Yeah, so Ghiren's Greed will be coming back. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday for that, but I haven't decided anything important. Maybe I'll do Tuesday, Thursday. Or no, Super Robot Wars is Tuesday, Thursday. Like Friday, Saturday, maybe? Who knows? But that leaves an empty slot. I don't know what I want to put in there. I thought I would ask you guys if you had any suggestions. I won't be taking it as fact, so if everyone wants a single game, I'll consider it, but I won't be absolutely doing it because everyone wants it. But for the 3 games I've thought about so far, one is MS Saga, which was like the first real game I ever tried Let's Playing on this channel, and I eventually gave it up because both Lokinar was doing better than me, and I got to the point in the game where I got bored. Because I love the first 2 acts of that game, but once you get to the 3rd act and like you get the spaceship, it just gets boring. But I need to finish it, so I'm willing to start it up again. It's a JRPG using Gundams, semi-SDified Gundams too, so it kind of fits with us getting out of SD Gundam. It's gonna take forever. I think it'll take like 30 episodes, though. For maybe the first like 10, I can record straight off the bat because I know everything about this game. I played it so much. But I think after about the first 10, I will have to go and do a massive amount of grinding and get a whole bunch of ECAPs to get a bunch of parts. Besides that, there's Another Century R, which is a kind of like third-person action game featuring Gundams, some stuff from Code Geass, some Macross suits, and some other stuff I don't know about. I have it somewhere. I've had it sealed for the longest time, but it kind of fell on the floor and got smashed a couple of days ago, so I finally had to open it up. I'm willing to play it. Like, I'll go forward in it. It's all in Japanese, though, so I'll probably be translating if I do, so it'll probably be like an episode a week kind of thing, just because it takes me forever to translate. I have no idea how long it is. I've never even looked into it. I saw one person Let's Play the first 3 episodes, and then they quit Let's Playing forever, so, or at least they've quit it for like 4 years. So yeah, I don't know how long that one will be. And then the final one I thought about is Front Mission, which is this old, Front Mission 3 specifically, is this old PS1 game about giant robot fighting, and it's one of the first giant robot games I've actually played outside of Gundam because I kind of got it before Gundam. I think I got it in like 1998, 1999, something like that. But I really love this game, and it's basically where my love of stealing shit comes from because a major mechanic in the game is blowing off your enemy's arms and taking out their legs and then capturing their robots, or getting eject punch, making them eject onto the ground, and then having your giant robot smash their human body because all they have is pistol. Game's a bunch of fun, and I love it. The first 2, I think, never got translated into English. I've never seen them anyway, and I've never played them. But I I'm kind of not really willing to go for them. There is a fourth one, which is kind of fun. I didn't like it though. And then there's an English patch for the fifth one, which, excuse me, I'm willing to go forward with, but it doesn't want to work on my PS2. I actually have a Japanese PS2, but it doesn't want to work on my PS2, so I'd have to emulate it, and I don't know how well it emulates. Games like that generally don't do very well. Besides that, I know somebody's gonna probably say it. I said I would translate Missing Links at one point. The reason I haven't even touched Missing Links is I was bitching about it at one point on the subreddit, and I mentioned that like it's boring as shit because the gameplay sucks. And somebody said that the reason I didn't like it was because I was bad at it, which isn't wrong. I am really bad at that game, but it's just that the combat is boring. Like it's not even difficult. You run to the left and shoot, and you survive 99% of the time unless you're fighting a boss. Like I'm not kidding either. Ask anyone who's played it. It's basically that. But I'm waiting till I get good at it before I actually record it, and then I'll translate it when I do record it. Though I'm slowly doing translating right now, so it's easier on me later. The only problem is I have problems keeping attention on that game. Like, I'll play maybe a mission of it, and then I'll go do something else, because a mission takes like 5 minutes. And then I'll go and do something else, because I would much rather, do my taxes than I will play that game. Or, try to code a Java game and completely fail at it, rather than play that game. Really bad. And then there's also, I know I'm going to get Encounters in Space. I do have one of those. I do have a copy of that game. The only problem is you can't really emulate it very well anymore. Or one of the older versions could emulate it really well, and I would have to go through like PCSX's backlog and try to find which one that was. It was one of the experimental builds, and I don't remember which one. And I don't have an American PS2 anymore. I have a Japanese one still, but not an American, because my American one got broken. Somebody tried watching DVDs on it. Because, people own porn or something like that. Don't just look on the internet. But anyway, so my my PS2 is broken. So I would have to emulate that, and you can't really emulate it very easily, so I kind of don't want to play it. But I will if enough people want me to. I'm really bad at it, though, I'll be honest. I'm really bad at third-party games or third-person games in general, except for SOCOM. I'm actually really good at SOCOM. Yeah, so any suggestion will be taken into account. I honestly don't know what I want to do right now. But I think I want to keep the like a video a day Monday through Saturday schedule because I like that one. I usually don't record on Sundays and I do family things, so I don't go on my computer at all usually. I also thought about playing a little bit of Cataclysm, like streaming it or something. Cataclysm DDA or Dark Days Ahead. It's an ASCII survival game that Polar Dash got me into, and I play it way too much for my own good. Yeah, so any suggestions will be taken into effect, but nothing's guaranteed.